This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. This app lets users look up the error quality index stats for their state. Oh, cool. All right, so run the code to understand how it works. I'll hit run, sure. And nothing happens. Something's happening. We just have to do a few things. Alaska, hit display. Nothing happens. What are you talking about? Well, again, it is happening. First, let's talk about what's going on. Well, actually, first, read and run the code. We've done that to understand how it works. Well, I don't get it. Oh, wait a minute. Using the watcher could be a useful tool to see what's going on in the background. Way down here, we got watchers. It allows us to take a look at variables while the program's running. So, we obviously have things like state list days. Let's grab state list. I'm going to switch to text. You could type it, right? Of course, state list, and hit blop. Or you can just highlight and copy. Now look at all this. Where is all this stuff coming from? It's a huge amount of data. Data. Oh, wait a minute. Look at our data tab over here. Just hanging out saying, hey, let's click on it. And boom. And boom. Here we are. Error quality index. Oh, look. State. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. Oh, look, let's look at our code. Alabama, California. Oh, look at that. What's going on here? Well, in line 2, we asked the computer, hey, computer, error quality index by country. Find that in the data, get the column state. So it goes over here, says error quality index by country. Where is state? And here's the state column, grabs all of this data and spits it out into this variable. Okay, so that's what's happening here. We have good days, moderate days. We have the total amount of error quality, right? Days with a quality index list. So days that the error quality was taken or put in this list. And then we have filter days. Well, what is going to be the difference? Well, let's quick check. Let's say I'm going to do hazardous days. Copy. Let me get rid of this watcher. Paste. Boom. Whoa, 627 for hazardous days. Well, now let's look. I'm going to copy this. Filter hazardous days. Paste. Boom. 2? Well, wait a minute. 2 out of 6? Let's see here. Alabama. Well, Alabama seems to have 12 data points. Alaska only has 2? Well, let's look at the data. What could be going on here? Well, Alabama. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, look, Alabama's in the list 12 times. Oh, look, Alaska's in the list 2 times. How many filtered hazardous days are in this list? 2. Well, let's see here. Let's do good day list. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to get rid of that guy. Paste this. Boom. Filter good day list. Oh, wait, there's 2 data points, 60 and 1. Okay, well, here's Alaska again. Let me go way up here. What was it? That's the amount of days. Here's good days. Let's go back down. 60 and 1. Oh. So what this must be doing, what it is doing, is as I change these days here, it is grabbing the data. Well, it already has all the data from the list stored in these variables. Down here, I can show blocks. Down here, let's see, state dropdown. When I change the state dropdown, this runs. And it says, okay, filter days with, and it takes all of these variables that we have right up here, right? Filter days, filter, and it sets them back equal to nothing. So if they were equal to something already, goodbye. Then what does it do? Well, it says var selected state get text state dropdown. It's going to grab Alaska, if I have Alaska here, and smack its selected state. Now what? Okay, well, for I, don't let this for loop scare you. It's just saying, all right, we're going to start at 0 because indexes start at 0. Remember that. If a list like this list is too long, but 60 is at index 0, 1 is at index 1, right? If there is a 19 behind this, 60 would be at index 0, 1 would be at index 1, and 19 would be at index 2. So what this says is we have this variable I. We're going to make it 0 right now. I++ means go up by 1 each time. And how long do we want to keep going up? Well, until we're at the end of the state list. Okay, and what are we going to do? Well, if the state in the list, right? So if var state list I, if the current state of this row, whatever row we're looping through, is equal to the state that we selected right here, selected state. So if the state we are looping through, the state name in the row is equal to the state we selected, then it's going to populate, it's going to add that data to the list. And that's how when we put Alaska, we only get the 2 filtered good days for Alaska, and so on and so forth. Now, what are we going to do next? Add code to the program where the comma indicates to calculate the percent of each type of day. Okay, don't let this freak you out. Where the comma indicates. Commas have slashes. This loop for totals up the number of each type a day. Oh, great. So it's telling us we already have something totaling the number of each type a day. And we can kind of get a guess or get a look at this by looking at, okay, well then what's filtered good days? Well, here's filtered good days. Hey, total good days. And we set that equal up here, right? We set that equal to 0 up here. We're going to loop through all of our days, total good days, plus filtered good days. So we're going to loop through how long is this filtered good days with QI. Let me copy that. Oh, it's the exact same length because Alaska only has 2. So we're saying, okay, I must be less than 2. Add 1 to I each time. I at 0. So for total good days, which I have right here, total good days started at 0. So, okay, total good days needs a new value. Its new value is equal to the old value of total good days. If this is our first time through the loop, total good days is 0. 0 plus filter good day list I. Well, if I is equal to 0, because it's our first time in the loop, then 0 filter good day list for Alaska is equal to 60. Well, 60 plus 0 is 60. So then this would be equal to 60. We then go down, we loop through all this other stuff, right? We grab the values from the list, we hit the bottom here, go back to the top, and it says, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I is now equal to I plus plus means I plus 1. So I is equal to 1. Is 1 less than the length of this list? Well, yeah, this list is 2. 1 is less than that. We keep going. Filtered good day list I, well, filtered good day list at index 1 actually is 1. What was the old value we just said of good days? Well, we just said 60. 60 plus 1 is 61. Total good days would be 61. So we have the total amount of good days. We also have the total number of days air quality was measured. Total days with AQI is that. It's the total number of days air quality was measured. So we can do a percent then, right? If we know how many days something occurred and the total number that we have, we can make a percent. So I'll start over here with the code blocks, and I'm going to transition away from them because we want to get used to text as well. But I'll go over here and say var. Now, we could call this percent. We could call this average. Let's see, display the. I'm going to stick with percent because that's what they're saying here. Percent. And let's do good days. Okay. And now let's go ahead and say we have what? Well, we have we needed an average. Well, we know the total good days. And we need to divide that by the amount of days that we have measured the air quality index, which is total days with the air quality index, right? Because in our data here, we can see we have a row, how many days did we get the air quality, how many good, how many moderate, right? And so we got the air quality in Alabama Baldwin 11 times, in Alabama Clay 5 times, so on and so forth. So that's why we're using that. Total number of good days divided by total days with... Oop, we're not typing here? Apparently not. This thing seems a bit glitchy. I'm going to go to text. It's better with this amount of stuff anyways. Oh, that should be total good days. And what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and divide this by the amount of total days with air quality rating. I'm actually just going to copy this so I don't misspell it. Control V to paste. And so that will give me the percent of good days. Now, I need to also make sure I update this right here, right? Because we have the percent of good days, but I'm not going to have it display unless I use... Now, you can't be in variables, right? UI controls. I'm going to get set text and plop it down here. Set text of what? Well, what's the ID? Good output. And you can switch back to blocks if you prefer. It just sometimes can get really buggy at this point, but good output. Text. You don't want text, right? This is a variable, so we got to delete the quotes and we got to do percent good days. At least that's what I named mine. Show text. That's looking better. Let's hit run. Let me pick a state here, display. Now, notice how long and mushed and whatever this is looking? That's not ideal. Also, it's a decimal. Well, to calculate a percent correctly, right, you would then, hopefully you know for grades, multiply it by 100. This is still not going to be what we want because it's going to be super long with this decimal thing. But even now, if we hit run, blah, 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 boom, it is still having this log decimal. So what can we do? Let's take a peek at math. Oh, wait a minute. Boom. Round. We can round it. And that is exactly what we're going to do. I'll drop that there. I'm going to delete this parenthesis. Let me close this guy up. And add it back here. And now let's see what we got. Boom. Perfect. So now we just got to do that. We got percent good, but we need moderate. We need unhealthy. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a copy here for my first one. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to do paste. I'm going to do Control V for paste, Control V for paste, Control V for paste. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And now I just got to switch out these values. So I'm going to do that super fast, but we have total good days, percent good days, total moderate days. I'm just doing Control C for copy, Control V, total unhealthy days. Don't want to forget about hazardous days. And I can leave total days that it was measured the same, right? We're dividing it by the amount of days measured, just these different metrics. Now, instead of percent good days, what is this? Percent unhealthy, group days, percent unhealthy days. I'm just copying and pasting, honestly. Total very unhealthy days, yikes. Percent very unhealthy days. Total hazardous days. Just copy hazardous days and percent hazardous days. Cool. And now I can do the same thing down here. Now, there's one other way to do this, and I'll show you that in a second. Paste. I'm just Control V, Control V, Control V. Now I need the IDs of these. Let me reset. I might actually go to block mode. Moderate days output. Healthy group output. It's nice to have these IDs. Unhealthy day output. Very unhealthy output. Hazardous output. Cool. And let's hit run and see what we got. Let me go back into text mode. This can be super duper glitchy sometimes. Let's hit run. Let me try refreshing. Lots of code happening here. Let me hit run. There we go. This is looking great. Let's check though for unhealthy and sensitive days here. Unhealthy, sensitive. So let's look for something other than 0. Here we go. We got a 1. And what is this? Arizona. They have a lot of days though. What's this? 3. Let's see California then. There we go. And you can see that the various categories are actually working. Whew, that is a lot of code. One way that also is completely legitimate, if you didn't give this a variable on its own, I could take this whole thing, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to just paste it here, and I'm going to get rid of this one, percent good days, just as an example. Now I could do this with all of these. It's cleaner and nicer code to have it the other way, but you could have this directly set the value. Like so. Pretty cool. I much prefer, though, my students, I much prefer you do it this way. And awesome. Onward.